Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start our reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me. What's today? Oh my goodness, why am I blanking on the day? Tuesday. Kids don't grow old. This is what happens. Thank you so much for joining in today. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for being here with us on Story Time. Always a pleasure to be here with you. Well, if I can remember the day we're on and maybe remember books we're reading too. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime. This is what summer break does, right? I'm so glad that we're here together. Please, as always, let me know where you're joining in from. And indeed, if anybody else is joining in with you, let us know so we can say hi to them as well. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Happy Tuesday. And we do have a wonderful book today to read together. I'm glad that you're here with us. And of course, whether you're joining us live right now or indeed joining us later for the recordings, thank you for being here with us on Story Time. And remember, too, if you missed the live, you can always catch the recording later on at 11 a.m. Pacific time or indeed at your convenience at storytimewithmrlamada.com. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Exciting books that we have this week, wonderful books that we have this week as we continue to explore and learn about nature, some amazing phenomena that we have. And of course, we kicked off yesterday as we were reading a wonderful book that we had, which was about shells. Yes, a shell is cozy, and we got to learn so much from that one. Today, we do have another one. We joined the wolf pack today as we're out and see how they lead. So join in for this one from June S'mores and illustrations by Yuri Shimokawara. And of course, we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, FAMILIUS Books. Thank you so much indeed for joining in. Get ready for this one. They lead. The wolf pack coming right up. Thank you for being here with us. And it has been, indeed, it will be it'll be a great week. So many wonderful books. And of course, as you can see there from the list, we started off with A Shell is Cozy, and then we'll be getting into They Lead, to which is today, of course, the wolf pack. And then we'll be learning about A River of Dust. What is that? We'll be learning about that tomorrow. And then, of course, on Thursday, The Secret Life of Bugs and Other Little Critters, coming here to Storytime Live. So get ready for that one. And then, of course, on Friday, we bring back the Exploratorium team with this fun activity, fun conversation, science in the house, making in the house, tinkering in the house. So prepare the material, and we'll be sending everything that you need to know. It'll be common household stuff that you can easily find and participate, move along as we go through our recording on Friday. I promise you, if you've not seen it, it is a fun time, fantastic time. So please do join us. Susie Garimani featured on that one as well with her book Balance the Birds. So come on out on Friday too and join in. That will be there reading that book, and of course in conversation and in science together with the team from the Tinkering Studio at the Exploratorium. So yes, Friday will begin our pre-recorded videos all the way through into August as I will be away on vacation. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Absolutely appreciate you. And yeah, glad we're here together. Wolfpack coming up very shortly. Who is with us today, ready to enjoy a wonderful story? Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely love it that we're here together. Good morning to you. How are you doing today, Ari? And of course, Megan, thank you so much for joining in Story Time out there in sunny Kentucky. And big news, lost another tooth yesterday. Oh my goodness. I hope the tooth fairy did do justice indeed. Thank you so much for joining in, and congratulations. And hopefully those permanents come soon. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely love it. Yes, growing by the day. Thank you for being here with us, Ari. And of course, Megan, we appreciate you too as well. Kathy, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in. We're glad you're here. And of course, Luna, thank you for being here with us. Kathy and Luna, good morning to you. Sending you extra hugs out there. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I hope that, yes, we see you here on many, many more story times. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in for this wonderful read, They Lead, The Wolf Pack. It is written by June S'mores, illustrations by Yumi Shimokawara, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, FAMILIUS Books. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime today. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. We will be getting started with our story very, very shortly. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. Lots to look forward to, and a wonderful week that is turning out, of course, with such amazing books. All right, get ready. We'll be right back after this short break for our story for today, which is They Lead. The Wolf Pack is here. Get ready to for this adventure with them. Thank you so much for being here, friends.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much. Zita Elliott, author of many, many amazing books, including Dragons in a Bag, as she's mentioned. And if you've not read the Dragons in a Bag series, well, you're missing out. Please do check it out and get to enjoy that one. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Our book for today, They Lead, The Wolf Pack, written by June S'mores, illustrations by Yumi Shimokawara, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, FAMILIUS Books. Thank you for being here with us today. They Lead, The Wolf Pack. Here we go. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Just look at that. They lead, the wolf pack. They Lead, the Wolf Pack, written by June S'mores, illustrations by Yumi Shimokawara, and read with permission of the publishers, FAMILIUS Books. They are the leaders, the creators of the pack. Wolf packs are formed by a breeding pair that have left their family units to create their own. A pack is typically made up of parents, their offspring, and other non-breeding adults. A pack may be as few as 2 and has been recorded with up to 37. Female gray wolves can be 60 to 100 pounds, and the males can be 70 to 145 pounds. While they are called gray wolves, Their colors range from white to gray, brown, reddish, and black. And this is one of the things with this book too. Even as you get it from your local library, you could go with the larger font, the bigger text there, and it'll be a quicker read. But then also you have all these amazing facts on it if you want to include them as well. And we're going to include those in our reading today. They are the leaders, the creators of the pack. And packs have been on for 2 to as much as 37. Yeah. She digs the den where the young will grow. The female digs a den to birth her pups. The den will have a small opening and a large chamber in the rear. The female gives birth to between 4 to 7 pups. Born deaf, blind, and defenseless, the pups will stay safely tucked in their den for about the first 4 weeks of their lives. I must say too, I'd never thought of a wolf's had like home as a den. I always think of a lion's den. I don't know what I thought a wolf's home was. The female digs a den to birth her pups. The den will have a small opening and a large chamber in the rear. The female gives birth to between 4 to 7 pups. Born deaf, blind, and defenseless, the pups will stay safely tucked in their den for about the first 4 weeks of their lives. He patrols the territory and brings her food while she cares for the helpless pups. The land in which the wolf pack lives and hunts is called a territory. This may span from 50 square miles to over 1,000 square miles. That's a huge space. The wolves mark their territory with the urine and scut, or dung, and other secret markers. For the first 5 weeks of life, the pups rely on their mother's milk. As they start on solid food, the parents or older wolves will regurgitate meat for them to eat. Yeah. As the pups begin on solid food, the parents or older wolves will regurgitate meat for them to eat. As seasons pass and new litters arrive, the pack grows and all work together to raise the young. In a pack, typically only the breeding pair, sometimes called the alpha and dominant pair, will mate. Litters come in spring and the young stay with the pack as long as there is enough food to sustain the size of the pack, or until they strike out to find a mate and form their own pack. The pups play under watchful eyes. The breeding pair and the older wolves in the pack watch, feed, and protect the pups. Pups use play to build strength and practice hunting techniques. Play also helps strengthen pack bonds and bring them closer. The adults will join in the fun too. Yeah. The pups play under watchful eyes. Yeah, play is good, isn't it? They teach them the rules. The pups must learn their place in the pack. The wolf's survival depends on the pack working together. A pack is organized and has rules. It can look fierce at times, but the pack structure is important. The pack is led by the breeding pair. Submissive wolves follow the direction of the higher ranking dominant wolves. Mm. Together they lead the hunt. Together they feed. Together they feed. Top dogs first. The breeding pair leads the hunt with strength and cunning. The pack works as a team to bring down prey much larger than themselves. Chasing prey, they can reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. Wow. Typically, the breeding pair will eat first, then other dominant wolves, and finally, the submissive wolves eat last. But they are not the top predator. Sometimes wolves must retreat. A fresh kill will attract the attention of other animals. Usually, these scavengers are coyotes and ravens. Even an eagle may swoop in for an easy meal. Sometimes larger animals such as grizzly bear will chase off the wolves, stealing their hard-earned meat for itself. The breeding pair will choose to fight or retreat for the safety of the pack. Oh, I love the connection, Sarah and Nathan. I love it. And I hope that you're enjoying camp for sure. Yay. The breeding pair sings. Their pack joins in. Howls ring through the sky calling for hunts, summoning the family and warning others away. Ow! Ooh, 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 ow! What's your wolf impression? Communication is vital to the wolf pack. They vocalize using howls, growls, barks, whimpers, and yips. Howls can be heard in the forest up to 6 miles and up to 10 miles in open terrain. Can you imagine that? 6 to 10 miles. Depending, well, of course, open terrain, 10 miles. That's quite a range. Wolves also use scent marking and, most importantly, body language to communicate. Fear or aggression is shown by baring teeth and flattening ears. Play is shown with bouncing and bowing. Submission is shown with crushed bodies, tail tacking, and even licking the muzzle of the dominant wolf. Yes, communication is important, is vital to the wolf pack. They vocalize using howls, growls, backs, whimpers, yips. Howls can be heard in the forest up to 6 miles and up to 10 miles in open terrain. Wolves use scent marking and, most importantly, body language to communicate. The breeding pair sings. The pack joins in. Howls ring through the sky calling for hunts, summoning their family and warning others away. Their songs can't always call everyone home. The gray wolf has few natural predators. As with all wild animals, danger comes from old age, injury, and larger predators like bears or mountain lions and humans. Humans are especially dangerous to wolves, mostly due to wolf livestock conflicts. Hmm. Their young pups grow. A healthy grown wolf cat, a healthy grown wolf eats about 10 pounds of meat per day, but often goes days in between meals. At times, they may gorge up to 20 pounds of meat at once when they have gone many days without food. Oh, yeah. I remember watching a documentary one time where it showed like this wolf pack that was just unsuccessful hunting for days. And yeah, finally they got something. But yeah, it's amazing. How many days can you go? How many hours do you go before you need a snack? Their young pups grow. A healthy grown wolf eats about 10 pounds of meat per day, but often goes days in between meals. At times, they may gorge up to 20 pounds of meat at once when they have gone many days without food. And hunt and learn and howl before striking out on their own. While they mostly hunt in packs for large prey, wolves will also eat small prey like beavers and hares, and wolves will even eat fruit such as berries, even though they are carnivores. A wolf is mature between age 2 and 3 years old and may leave the pack then. Yeah. And hunt and learn and howl before striking out on their own. The wolf pack grows. The pups grow. Oh. The lone wolf finds a mate. Together they form a new pack. A lone wolf isn't usually alone for long. They wander, searching for a mate, a new territory, or a new pack. They may travel between 50 and 550 miles to find what they are looking for. Wow. 50 to about 550 miles. It's a long, long way. Together they sing, together they lead. The newly mated pair will find an area to establish as their own territory. Their territory needs enough food to sustain the pack. Their journey will be difficult and they will struggle, but wolves form packs because they are stronger together. Yeah, it's not smooth sailing. They are stronger together. Oh. And that is the end of our story. Look at that. So cute. Oh, thank you so much for joining in Story Time today, friends. This has been our book for today. They Lead, the Wolf Pack. I hope we were reminded or learned a few things in there. Thank you so much for joining in today on Story Time. Absolutely appreciate you. And I'll see you on the other side of this short break when we're back for more Story Time.
Hi, my name's Christine Mitchell-Adams. I'm a mama and an artist. And I believe that books are a great way for children to have access to the arts on an everyday basis, which is why I believe that programs like Storytime with Mr. LaMotta are so important.
Thank you so much and welcome back to Storytime. Thank you, Chrissy Mitchell Adams. Yes, artist out there in Vermont, and of course, Storytime community member for a long time. We appreciate you. We love you. And Borden, we send you love as well out there in Vermont. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. We've just finished our book, They Lead, The Wolf Pack. And June S'mores just writes amazing books, and this is one of them for sure. Thank you for joining us on Storytime. And it is illustrated by Yumi Shimokawara. And of course, we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, FAMILIUS Books. Thank you so much for joining in for the Wolf Pack. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that journey. But please remember that Storytime is not done. We're back again tomorrow with another exciting story. And this time we'll bring you A River of Dust, the life-giving link between North Africa and the Amazon. Find out what this one is all about. Join us. It is written by Joanne Hoffman and illustrations by Eugenia Mello. And of course, we'll be reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Get ready for this one, A River of Dust, and find out what this one is all about. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Lots of great stories coming your way. And of course, our week looks amazing. And so do join us for all those different books that we'll be having. Of course, 2 down this week, and we have 3 more to go. Of course, I have a river of dust, which is coming tomorrow, and then The Secret Life of Bugs and Other Little Creatures on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have activity, and of course, going back to a video from February 26, 2021, when the team from the Exploratorium visited us here on Storytime and brought their tinkering activities, and we were all able to participate. So come on in and join in. I promise you it'll be a lot of fun. Do not miss this on Friday. More details will be coming on what you can gather ahead of time. But as you can see in the pictures there, it is easy to find stuff at home. Forks, spoons, pencils, buttons, anything that you can find, bring it, gather it, have it close so you can participate. And we'll be sending more instructions, of course, on what you need to do before Friday. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love the time that we get to spend here together. Absolutely appreciate the time that you get to carve out and be here with us on Storytime when you could be doing so many other things. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. Hugs, hugs, hugs. And I hope that you do indeed have a wonderful rest of the day. This has been Storytime for today. Tell your friends, let your neighbors know Storytime is here. And join in, and of course, send us your recommendations as well. We appreciate you. One more time, let us see who was here with us on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining us today. One more time, Megan and Ari, thank you for joining in out there in very sunny Kentucky. Thank you for being here. Teeth being lost, yes, growing is happening. Thank you so much for joining in, and thank you for sharing that beautiful information. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Ari, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. In Ohio, Luna and Grandma, thank you so much for being here. Of course, Kathy, thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Kathy and Luna joining us from Ohio. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Yes, now I remember what day it is. Tuesday. Thank you so much one more time, Sarah and Nathan out there in sunny Illinois. This camp's theme is zoology. So what a great book for us today. I am glad. I love it when things link up like that. And yes, I'm glad that we're able to connect together. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. There is a fantastic wolf sanctuary outside of St. Louis, Missouri that offers additional education like this book, should anyone ever find themselves nearby. There you go. Thank you for sharing that information. Wow, I will have to visit that too next time I'm around, next time I'm near the area for sure. Thank you so much for sharing. And if whatever you're watching us from right now, if Facebook or YouTube, you can click on that link and it will take you right there. So it is endangeredwolfcenter.org. Thank you so much for sharing. And of course, we'll try to share that link later on the Storytime platforms as well. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Sarah and Nathan. And of course, have a lovely, lovely day. This has been Storytime for today. Thank you so much for being here with us. And yeah, also just talking about things where you might want to visit. If you're ever in the Bay Area, ever nearby, there is an amazing garden that I got to go to. Now let's see if I'll remember the name. But it is I'll see if I'll remember the name. But it's just this garden, they have all like desert plants and all kinds of stuff growing. Actually, being there, and some of them very, very tropical too, which was interesting because as I was there, it reminded me of Zambia. There was so much that just felt like Zambia because of the plants that were there, and actually, that's where our picture, this one, was taken as well. Just loved it, loved the blue skies, and yeah, so lots of things for us to do around. And thank you for sharing that, Amanda. And of course, too, wherever you are, hope that you can check out for resources and see what else you can get involved in, get to enjoy. This has been our story for today. They lead the wolf pack. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. And like I said, too, there is a larger text that you can read through. Maybe if you're reading to younger ones, where it can just be quicker. And of course, you can always incorporate the facts. And so yeah, just get a little bit more from the book. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. A big thank you to FAMILIUS Books for allowing us to share so many wonderful books here on Storytime. A River of Dust is next here on Storytime. Join us tomorrow. Do not miss. Thank you for being here. Much love, everybody. And I will see you again tomorrow when we're back for more Storytime. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you. You're very welcome, Megan. Thank you. Very welcome, Harry. Absolutely. Have a wonderful day.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.